Hey y'all, and welcome to today's Bold and Beautiful chat. Brooke and Bill are at a big Spectra party, and Brooke tells Bill Thomas went back home to see Douglas, and Wyatt and Katie come up and they saluted or toasted the Spectra Summit. Maya and Zende leave to go enjoy the party, and they leave Rick and Nicole back at the room. Rick and Nicole, I just said that. Everyone is drinking and partying. Bill, Brooke, Zende, Maya, Wyatt, and Katie. Maya and Zende get up and they go dancing, and so does Brooke and Wyatt. Nicole has decided to not meet Zende for the party. She just says she's so tired and jet lagged and just too worn out. She's been on her feet all day, but I'm wondering if she might be pregnant. She's awful young, even if she had a long day and all. Young people like that seem to bounce back a little bit more than what she is, so I just wonder if she might be pregnant. And Zende is very disappointed, and he stated his disappointment to the others. Maya makes a toast to Zende and the great work he did on the showdown. Bill makes a toast to Katie and Wyatt and what a great job they did on the showdown. And Wyatt and Katie go dance, and Zende and Maya get up and dance again. Nicole says she doesn't want to let Zende down. She told Rick this. She hopes he can have a good time without her. And the scene switches to Zende and his having a blast dancing, so it looks like he's not letting Nicole not being there spoil his fun. Katie seems a little scared for people to see her and Wyatt kissing, and he says, "Who cares?" And then she said something to the effect of, "That's right, who cares?" And they kiss passionately. And Brooke walks away from Bill and says she's going to look for Katie. And Katie hears Brooke call her name, and she her eyes open real hugely, and they stop kissing, and they part, move back from each other. And Brooke walks up, and Brooke asks what's going on, and Wyatt and Katie just, basically say nothing's going on. What makes you think something's going on? And Bill and Brooke are going back to the hotel, and Katie doesn't want them to go back, doesn't want her and Wyatt to go back to the same room, even though that's something Wyatt suggested. And Wyatt tries to talk her into it, but she says not tonight. Then they kiss passionately again, and they part. And two guys who were there at the same place, they weren't invited to the summit, and they're at the private party. Somehow they got in and they shouldn't be there. But they're on vacation. They stop and talk to Maya and say they recognize her and ask her if she's the girl from Forrester, the model, and all that, and she says yes. And they start making rude comments about her sexuality and having a baby, and calling her a freak, and saying things like, "You really wouldn't know just to look at you," and because she's transgender in the show, and just making all kinds of just really rude and terrible remarks to her. And Zende comes up, and he starts telling them to leave her alone, and they owe her an apology, and to get out, this is a private party and all that. And so the two guys eventually do leave. And Cindy says Maya deserves respect and to be treated better than how they were talking to her. And Maya thanks Cindy and for his support and standing by her. And she hugs him and gives him a kiss on the cheek. And it was nothing, even if you weren't standing where you could hear what was going on, to me anyway, it didn't look like anything that you could make something out of. It was just a hug, and a brief hug and a peck on the cheek. But the camera goes over to Katie, and she's watching Cindy and Maya, and she has that same look on her face like she would have with Quinn and Ridge. So I think she's going to keep something stirred with that and try to cause some trouble, maybe, since she doesn't really know what happened. So that was that for today's show. And anyway, I'm sorry that I had to do yesterday's show today, but I had to take my husband to the emergency room, and that's just the way it worked out today, and I do apologize. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.